Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another thrilling edition of Playing Games with Strangers. I'll be your intrepid DM, your purveyor of lore, so to speak. My name is John. John, how are you? With us this evening is the lady shaking her head at me. Her name is Celeste Mora. Tell everybody how do, Celeste.
I don't like that voice.
So savage.
Sounds, I don't know.
Sleazy?
Yeah, sleazy.
You sound like a sleazy disc jockey.
All
Yes.
right. Coming at you from the crack of evening to the crack of dawn. I'll be with you all night long.
There's a crack in there somewhere.
And I won't I won't even ask you for taxi money. All right. Coming up after that, we have who do I want to pick on next? We'll just go with the next lady in line. Catherine Zerwinski.
Sexist.
We call her Squid. Ladies first, my dude. Then we have, could it be the greatest writer in the world? That's J.S. Earls.
Amendment.
That was Jeff. I mean, J.S. I gotta stop doing that.
It's Earl. Nope.
Earl. Oh, it's Earl. It's Earl this week. Yeah, there was a joke that went through my mind, but I'm just not
Dave,
gonna.
These are too long. This is what Dave and I are talking about.
Fine. Then we have Dave, Eric, and Josiah. You like that?
Hi guys.
Was that good? Was that good pod right there? Did I engage everybody just by shooting through those last three?
Yeah.
I felt
Sorry.
engaged.
What was my name
Yeah.
again?
Josiah.
Whatever. Dave, do the merch
Your name
update.
is Phyllis.
Hey. Hi. We sell merch. Like a cool new Playing Games with Strangers t-shirt that has Playing Games with Strangers on it and a D20. And it's really cool looking. And then Squid came up with a really cool idea that I interpreted from her sketch called Fresh Out of Celestials to celebrate the fact that Callum no longer has a dad.
And what a celebration it is.
It's a celebration of life and death. I actually, this is what I wrote in the actual caption for that shirt. It says, sadly, the keeper is gone, but we are still here. Celebrate both.
I love it.
That's so savage, dude.
We love you.
At least we still have Keith.
We can't miss you until you're gone. Okay.
Well, we might still have Keith.
Well,
Patreon.
For as little as $1 a month, you can be chilling with us here. Also, you can be in our
Like
Discord.
a villain.
This is true.
With me.
All right. I guess it's now Josiah's job.
Play it, Sam.
Playing games with strangers. You know there's no danger. So come on in, we're all friends. Playing games with strangers. I'm playing games with strangers. Play. I'm playing games with strangers.
All right. So that leads us to. Does Callum still recap for us now?
This might be the last time. Who knows? But fitting as this was his notes. Sassy as ever. So, here's what you missed last time. Everyone went on vacation and decided to leave the three smartest characters alone. I don't know why. I don't know why. All that I can say is that we did a lot of talking and not a lot of deciding. Which is to say, you know, we all decided to leave Waterdeep, maybe forever. It's hard to tell. But how we got there was, I went to send a message to my mom, and someone told me she was probably dead. Orbog went and flirted with Felma. She wasn't there, so it really failed. Wilder followed us around for a little while. We returned to the yawning portal where he followed someone else around with his hand and got in trouble for it. him and I tried to convince Orbog to go back home because someone came and told Orbog that he was a king now, which is news to all of us. I will still say that I didn't tell him he should leave. I just gave him reasons to go. But that's neither here nor there. I repeatedly call teleportation portals circles as nothing else throughout this episode, which is odd. Loth blames Wilder for touching people and having a ring. We make some questionable jokes. Yama Lama Ling Long, whatever his name was, finally gets them all to go back to Tower Deep, which is to say only Orbog and Wilder.
Tower Deep?
Towerfall. I write good notes, don't worry about it. Yes. It's fine.
Waterfall and Tower Deep.
So they go back. Stumpy and I go shopping, have some nice conversations. I tell him exactly what he doesn't want to hear. I lose my mind about some of the prices in Sage's portal. I have a wild dream, get to meet Loth. Very exciting. Oh yeah, and then I left and decided to go north, and Wilder turned into a spider. So, there's that. He's in the process of turning into a spider. He's not quite there yet.
Like Loth halfway
No,
spider?
more like if you were a werewolf turning in from human to werewolf, halfway there. Yeah.
Whoa!
And that's what you missed
Okay.
on BGWS.
All right. So where should I pick up? Let's pick up with Callum.
Oh boy.
So Callum, we're going to pick up with you as you leave Stumblefoot's house. You are intent on heading north. What are you doing?
I'm heading north. Straight out of town.
You're just gonna walk?
If they're, at the north gate, I'll find someone that offers carriage service if they have it. And if not, I'll walk until the next town. I'm not picky.
Okay. As you get to the north gate of town, there are several carriage services, and you do see a certain gnome who is jumping around trying to get people's attention.
Does he look expensive? I'm looking for the cheapest carriage service, because I've got a long way to go. So...
She's got such a long way to go.
Such a long way to go.
Make it to the border of Vassar.
Just anyone that's like, we're heading north. Join our caravan. That's the kind of ride I want. I mean, if the gnome's going to persuade me, maybe he will. I don't know. But I tend to avoid people that are jumping around like crazy. I don't know.
The gnome walks up to you and he goes, Hey.
I don't have any money for you.
No. You look like you're set for traveling.
Oh, what gave you that idea?
Oh, the pack that you're carrying. And the look on your face like you're trying not to pay attention to anybody who's trying to be hired to take you somewhere.
Well, I would say I had the opposite look on my face, but I don't always know what my face is doing, so...
You won't want to turn me down. We provide the fastest taxi service in all of Faerun.
Ah. Is it safe?
In a matter of speaking.
I just came out of a dead situation, and I'm not looking to go back anytime soon, so it seems questionable.
I'll put it to you like this. We can go from Waterdeep to Daggerford in a day.
That sounds nauseating.
It's funny you should said that, because on that exact trip during the occupation, it seemed to be so for some other individuals.
Well, I can imagine on any trip, it probably is. That's a long distance.
You get used to it.
I see.
Tell you what. I'm eager because I am behind quota. I'll go half price for you.
And
How's
what
that?
is half price?
Where are you going?
Far. I'm going north. You can bring me to the next town, maybe. I don't know that I trust you the whole way. What about, the Star Mounts?
Yeah, I can take you up there. I mean, I don't want to just drop you off in the middle of the wilderness. Perhaps a Neverwinter?
Neverwinter's not really where I'm looking to go, but you could, I suppose.
Well, I mean, if you gave me more of an idea of where you're going, I can get you in a closer proximity. I could probably get you to Mirabar.
Yeah, that could be good. Maybe. Yeah,
You wanna go to Mirabar?
I think I might trust you going that far.
Fair enough. Let's see here. He does some calculations. God, I'm behind quota too. Norm is gonna have my hide if I don't start.
What are the normal rates?
Well, I mean, usually it's 75 gold for a dagger for.
Oh, I'll walk.
Wait. I could take you to Mirabar for 40.
Do you accept goods? I've got a gem. That's roughly about 50 gold.
Oh, that'll that'll be fine. I've don't tell my boss this. I've got a brother who can overestimate the value of it, so that actually would help me out a lot.
These are facts that I don't need to know.
Fair enough, and you can pretend like you don't then.
I will.
So hop on board and we'll get you to Mirabar.
I will say a little prayer and then get on this carriage.
And the last thing you see before you
the
black
inside
out
of my
due
own
to
head.
due to G-forces is flames coming up off the ground as your carriage goes at ludicrous speeds.
Oh.
Pooh.
Yes?
You are in the north with Christopher,
Yes.
having a hard conversation with him.
A very long, hard conversation.
We're at the point of that conversation where he's looking up at you and goes, "But I don't understand. He said that I just walked in that room and then it felt like it's only been a couple days since I've been gone."
Well, Christopher, let's put it this way. You know how they say, time flies when you're having fun?
Okay.
Well, time flew, and now we're just catching up on things. It really went by very, very fast.
But what happened? Where's the tribe? Why was everybody at the cave and why weren't they paying attention?
Well, bugbears had been hunted for a while, and when you disappeared and I left as the champion of our people, we lost a good portion of our tribe, and some were scattered, and there hasn't been a House of Sanders for quite a little bit of time until recently, but then there was a war, and now most of them are dead, but now they're alive again, and it's all so very confusing.
Who was hunting bugbears? I thought that's like hunting humans. I thought that was just prohibited.
Well, there seems to be some misinformation about bugbears circulating, that we are mean and that we don't like people and we're gruff and scary, but as you know, all of those things, but we have a good heart.
But surely the masked lords of Waterdeep wouldn't have signed off on something like that, though. I thought we had a treaty with them.
Well, that's a good point, Christopher. I don't know all the details on how it happened. I just know that it did happen. and it was something that I felt a lot of guilt for a very long time. But
Why would you feel guilt for it?
well, because I wasn't around to help, to fight for a tribe. Because I wasn't there. I was doing what I thought I need to be doing, though. And I have you back. So,
Should we be hiding then if people are hunting us?
oh, well, people, still are very uncomfortable around bugbears. But, I'm known to be a bit of a hero around these parts. You, on the other hand, not quite so much. I had a hat for a while. A very helpful thing. I could look like, just about anything I wanted to. Worked very well as a disguise.
Well,
maybe.
Why would anybody not like me? I didn't.
Well, do you remember Susan? Or she was one of. She had a twin. Remember?
No.
So yes, Susan. There was Susan, and then there was what was her name? Sylvia. Yes, Susan and Sylvia, and they were twins. And Susan was always getting blamed for stuff she didn't do, because Sylvia was always doing naughty things around. You remember? They were about.
Okay.
Yes. So let's say that Sylvia. There was a Sylvia, but a Christine, and he was doing bad things around.
So
this area.
Sylvia's a boy?
No, if I don't know. Let's say that there's someone named Chuck, and he looked just like you, Christopher, just like the spitting image of you, except was very mean and did very mean things. And he was taken care of. He was given his just dessert. But now, when people see you, they might think that you were the person that did all those bad things.
Who's Chuck?
He's no. I made Chuck up.
Oh, then why would people not like me?
Well, this is going to take a while. Chuck was you. You were Chuck.
I did bad things?
Yes, you did bad things, Christopher. You did some very bad things.
I don't remember doing a bad thing.
You took over the whole town of Waterdeep. You occupied it for a while. Had some very strict rules and were not very nice to people. And, well, we, my friends, we worked together to make sure that you wouldn't do those things anymore. But, you weren't you like we knew you were. And it led us to do some drastic things. I thought, at the end of it, that I had lost you forever. But now, here you are, and you're just like you were. Like you never remember doing any of those bad things. But there's others who would remember that.
But why would I do those bad things?
I don't know, Christopher. I think you may have got involved with some people who were very bad. Like Carrick and Zeus.
As soon as you say the name Carrick, Christopher's eyes go white, like the size of saucers, and they roll into the back of his head as he goes rigid.
Oh dear.
Make a dex save to try to catch him.
Yeah, I don't think I catch him. 12.
Okay. Yeah, you just barely catch him. His head cocks to the right, and you hear this loud tearing sound coming from the sky.
Who's there?
As you look up towards the sky, you see a black tear go across the sky as far as you can see, going from the north to the south.
Oh, that's Christopher. Christopher, what's happening?
As you ask him that, you hear him say this to you. As you hear it, you know that you shouldn't understand it, but for some reason it makes sense in your head.
Oh. I know this is not good. Christopher. Is this you?
And as he says that,
Oh dear.
you look up to the sky towards the south, and you see giant tentacles falling from the sky, and you hear loud explosions coming.
What does Christopher look like at this moment? Is he still, his eyes rolled back?
Suddenly there's a marked amount of decay on him, like the time he was dead has caught up to him. So he's very mottled and decayed and covered in dust. He turns his head to look at you, and he's got his mouth wide open, and his eyes are just filled with inky blackness.
In surprise, I kind of let go and take a step back.
Okay.
Because I wasn't expecting to see that when I looked back down at him.
Oh, Christopher!
And as you let go and drop him to the ground,
To you?
many worms come up out of the ground and pull him under.
I start digging after him.
Christopher, come back!
You manage to grab a hold of a paw as he is sinking into the ground.
Christopher,
Are you going to continue to hold on to this paw because it's pulling against you?
Yeah, I'm still holding on to it.
All right.
Strength.
Make a strength check.
That's a 14.
Yeah, you pull with all your might against the force of these worms that are pulling him into the ground.
You can't have him, Carrick.
And
You
his
can't
paw
have
breaks
him.
off at the forearm. And so you are holding a dismembered, rotted bugbear paw.
Oh dear.
And as you say that and you say the name Carrick, everything goes white for you.
Oh!
Stumblefoot, you make it to the yawning portal, and Aileen is in the back room baking up a storm, coping with the fact that she was within distance of her parents' soul stones, but had to leave to regroup. Lots of baked goods on the counter, and Durnan's at the counter, getting ready to sign off the night shift over to Flax Zannery, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Stumblefoot.
Morning, Darman.
So, what can I do for you?"
I was wondering if you could send me to Towerfall. I learned some information about Wilder's situation. I think he may be in danger, and I'd like to go check up on him.
Yeah, we can do that. I suppose I'm probably not going to get paid for it this time either. Come to the back office. I'm assuming you're going with him.
I will go with him, and I will pay him for the services.
Oh, no, really, you shouldn't. Really? Okay, yeah, thanks. However much
I
you...
didn't expect anything for free from you, Darnan.
So, yeah, however much you pay him, because he's not going to ask you for a specific amount.
All right. I will pay him 5 gold pieces.
Oh, you're too kind. All right, here we go. And he makes some gestures over this circle of teleportation. He goes, "You got 6 seconds."
I'll step through in under 6 seconds.
All right. As you step through, you see Yambagorn there, and he recognizes you. He's like, "Oh, you've changed your mind. You've come for the coronation of our new king."
Good morning? Is it morning here?
No, it's getting actually pretty close to dinner time. I think the other two weren't so adjusted to the shift in time. They were just, there was some screaming upstairs, but they seem to be okay, so.
Oh, screaming. Who's doing the screaming?
It was the human that came with the king.
Oh, that would be Wilder.
Yeah.
Yamaborg, would you mind showing me? Yambagorn, I apologize. Yambagorn, would you mind taking me up to Wilder's chambers?
Yeah, sure. He leads you up there. So as you are in there and Wilder is getting ready to be seen, Yambagorn comes in and he has Stumblefoot with him. He's Your Majesty, I apologize for this intrusion. One of your friends from Waterdeep is here.
Oh yeah, he's some little guy.
Well, hello, Your Majesty.
Thank you, citizen. I feel so good.
I'm technically not your citizen, but
I
okay,
know.
I guess we'll go with it.
No, it is good to see you, Stumblefoot.
It's good to see you too. How are you settling in?
Pretty good, except for Wilder turning into a spider.
Oh, so that's happening then.
Yeah.
Right. So I did some reading last night and some researching, and it seems that perhaps Wilder, you've fallen out of favor with your lass. Did she tell you one thing or another? Like, did she say that you shouldn't go someplace or do anything, or have you done anything maybe to perhaps upset her?
Okay, let's see. I did talk to the ring and then the thing. Oh, okay. So when I was at the Yawning Portal, I said something about an ex-girlfriend, and she got all upset. I'm new to this, Stumblefoot, and she keeps getting mad at me about it. And now this.
Right. So, I think maybe you should come back to Waterdeep with me, and we can see about fixing this.
But okay. What about Stumblefoot? Okay, never mind.
Well, we have
okay.
physicians and people here, and executioners if we need to kill him.
No. Yeah, Stumblefoot. I'm gonna go against my worst judgment here, and I'm gonna go back with you. I can't do this.
Right. Well, based on what I've been reading and based on what I've seen from your condition, you're being turned into what some might call a drider, which doesn't really fit your description because you're not a drow. So I guess you'd be more like a humider. Either way, that's bad. You're gonna be like a spider centaur thing in perpetual torture in service to Loth. So we need to find a way to fix this and make your wife happy.
Oh, that would actually be wonderful, because this is not flattering at all. I have to get a new jacket now.
Yes, I agree. So we need to abide by the adage, happy wife, happy life. That applies directly to you right now.
All right. So you can do this. You can fix things.
Well, I don't know if I can be fixing things, but I think the first step is to figure out what it is that Loth is wanting from you. I don't know if maybe you need to stir up some trouble. I normally wouldn't recommend this kind of thing, but seeing as how typically this sort of thing happens when she's either upset with you or bored with you. So, be less boring, I guess, but...
I've never been called boring before, but okay. But she really is the jealous type.
Aye.
The whole thing didn't come with like a rule book or anything. I've got to kind of learn it as I go.
Women, can't live with them, can't shoot them, you know? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. All right, Obog, you're good to... I mean, you got hamburger here, you'll be fine.
Yeah, go see Dr. Nix and get all fixed up.
No thank you. I've seen what he did to Pooh.
Right, yeah, I don't know that Dr. Nix has the cure for this scenario, but I do think that maybe figuring out what it is that Loth is wanting from you is a good place to start.
Yeah, she hasn't really said that, so maybe.
Well, it's probably the whole touching butts things.
Maybe, but Stumblefoot, just so you know, I can't take the ring off. I mean, I can, but I shouldn't. Do you know this?
Yeah, seems like that ring is bound to a pact, from what I understand, and taking it off would be antithetical to you staying alive, from what I'm understanding.
Right, that's my understanding too, but I don't like being whatever this is. Humida is not even a word I ever want to say again.
I mean, you could call yourself a Spider-Man.
No. No, that sounds stupid. That's dumb. Who would call themselves a Spider-Man? I mean, if I was turning into a bat, would you call me a Batman?
Right, I mean, it's not like you're going to walk down the street and people are going to say, "Look out, here comes the Spider-Man."
Right, that is... What am I going to catch thieves like flies? That's stupid. I'm not even a hero. I'm whatever we are. Okay, we need to go before this gets worse.
I agree, let's go.
We're off to see the whatever.
Let's move on to Aileen. You've been stress baking at the yawning portal.
All the bacon.
Mm-hmm. And Durnan is fine with it because he has been selling your goods because they are going like hotcakes.
I can make some hotcakes.
Yeah, if you could. We're still in the breakfast rush right now. I would totally appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard, but your friends have left town.
Yes, I heard some of that. Something about Olbog thinks that he's a king now.
Yeah, I guess someone killed his mom.
Oh, that's terrible.
Right. Wilder went with him, and then Stumblefoot left this morning. So
Wilder and Olbog have been left to their own devices?
Right.
Did anybody think that was a good idea?
I don't know.
I know you don't.
But, I guess the others might still be around. Gareth is still in town.
Yes, I knew that he was doing something with his church.
Yeah, I guess there was a bunch of holes dug around the church, and then people were writing weird symbols on the doors.
Now, I have a strange question for you, but I've been thinking about this, and
What's
I need to bounce it off you. What do you think about us making food for vampires? Like blood sausage. And there seems to be an influx of the people of the night, and perhaps they deserve baked goods too. I could try to incorporate some blood into my muffins. It sounds disgusting to me, but
a blood muffin?
I mean, it might work. I don't know if cooked blood takes out some of the taste, but I could just easily implement instead of water in some of my baked goods.
Or what if you did it like a blood jelly filled donut?
Oh, I'm sure blood would make a lovely jelly.
Like just
It kind of it congeals by itself.
I know,
We wouldn't
you-
even have to add gelatin.
just put a big old clot in the middle of a donut.
And that's where you got me. I was good until you said clot, and then I went, ooh, why can I feel that in my teeth?
Oh,
You grossed out the phlebotomist. Good job.
Blood in mouths is a no-go for me, which is ironic because I really do like vampires.
tastes like a mouthful of pennies.
Iron.
Blech.
Sorry. It's just something to consider with the undead population rising.
Well, I'm assuming that's what we're still talking about when you said people of the night, because that could have gone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Just as long as he gets cut off mid-sentence by a tremendous, loud, ripping noise.
Dunnan, do you need some help with your pants?
That wasn't me. That came from outside. Hang tight. I'll be right back. And he runs outside to figure out what's going on. And as he runs back in, you see Durnan with an expression you've never seen before.
Gas.
A look of fear.
Dunnan, what is going on? Are you okay?
Stop what you're doing. Come with me now.
She's going to turn off all heating things and then come.
He runs you to his back office, and you see him make a couple gestures over his circle of teleportation. He goes, "Go. I only have time to do this once.
Where am I going?
Just go."
Oh, and she goes.
And as you step through the portal, you hear just the faintest sound of what sounds like explosions and wreckage as you're stepping through. And then you come out on the other side, and it's warm and humid. Think of Shreveport in July.
So you mean death?
And there is a drow standing in front of you, and he's got two scimitars pulled in front of you, and he looks at you and he's like, "Where have you come from? Who are you?"
Well, hello. My name is Aileen. I have come from Waterdeep, and as to why I'm here, because I'm sure that's going to be your next question, I don't know.
You're from Waterdeep. Have you come to see the king?
The king? Who is the king?
Orbog, son
Oh.
of Callista and Vault.
Well, I do know Orbog. He is a friend of mine.
We'll have to verify that. Come with me, please.
Okay.
And at this point, another drow comes up. It is coming up the stairs with Aileen.
Can I see all of Wilder?
Wilder, did you cover up your legs?
Nope. Everything's out in the open.
Did you shave them?
Didn't have time.
I'm going to go, ah!
Oh, you did that.
I did that. I got scared and that
Oh.
happened.
So, Dave, you take 14 points of force damage as you startle Aileen, and she jumps backwards and throws off this arcane magic at you.
What in the world was that?
What in the world was that?
Hey, what in the world was that?
What in the world was that?
Stumblefoot, did you make that bright light? And what is wrong with Wilder?
No, that came from you, and Wilder's wife is a wee miffed at him, and she's turned him into a humider?
Yeah,
I still like Spider-Man.
I don't.
Man spider?
Spider's better. Yeah.
The light did not come from me because I do not do anything like that. And why are you? But what did you do to make her mad?
I didn't. It's probably something I didn't do according to what Stumblefoot said. And according to what Stumblefoot said, that's probably why you're upset with me, because I didn't tell you I was leaving.
No, I'm more upset about your extra arms.
Me too.
Hey, that's something we all can agree on.
What are you doing here anyway?
So, there was a ripping, gaseous sound. Everything was going to heck, and Dunnan sent me to the through the teleportation circle and said, go. And I went, where are you sending me? And he goes, just go. I don't even know where he is. I'm very discombobulated.
Didn't you just come from there, Stumblefoot?
I left, like half hour ago or so. Not long.
Okay, so
Well, whatever it was, Durnan was scared.
okay,
Great. So, are you telling me that Waterdeep's in trouble?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna get Mayor of the Year.
okay. If Waterdeep's in trouble, I can't be helped.
Have you spoken to your wife lately?
I'm pretty sure I asked her if she did this. I don't remember. Okay. Lol. Are you there?
Yes, love.
Oh, well. Thank you for visiting. Could you explain what's going on here?
It's simple. You're meddling in my fun by being here, so somebody needed a spanking.
Okay, well, I would have preferred that over this. She says I need spanked, and I don't like that.
Orbog's gonna spank his butt.
Orbog, keep your hands to yourself.
I'm trying to help you out.
No, okay, so, Loth, what do you mean I'm meddling? Like, I'm here for Orbog.
But the reason why Orbog is there is somewhat my doing.
Why, Stumblefoot, can you take me back to the circle? I need to leave.
I mean, I can, but I'm not for knowing if we can get through to Waterdeep
You know
at
what?
this point.
At
I know we can
this
certainly
point, it's very
try.
much worth a try. I cannot be here.
Okay. Yamaborg, can we go back through the
It's
teleportation circle?
Yambagorn.
God! Yeah! Yambagorn. I'm gonna have to tattoo this on my hand.
I've been calling him Hamburger because that's a ridiculous name.
Well, that's completely disrespectful. I'm at least, I'm giving it the old college try. I just, for some reason, cannot get his name right.
Call him Yom.
What about calling him... You could call him Gornia Weaver.
Yambagorn?
Yambagorn. It means two
Gornia
hands.
Weaver.
Yambagorn.
That's what I said, Yambagorn.
Yambagorn.
That's what I said,
There you go.
That
Yambagorn.
is not what you're saying.
What if you just call him Dose?
That is what I said. I've got a head cold right now. Sometimes my bays are a wee, muffled.
So they'll... Instead of... Zzz.
Right. Anyway, can we use the teleportation circle to go back to Waterdeep?
It's entirely up to the king.
Yes, you may leave my
Who's
presence.
the king?
Your worshipfulness.
Yes.
Ooh, butt kissing. Love it.
You may leave.
No.
Go back to your city.
Stumblefoot is going to turn and give a bow with a little flourish and back away from Orbog.
Orbog is going to give a bow with a little flourish back at Stumblefoot.
I think I probably should stay here, because whatever it was had done and scared, and so something tells me it has to do with Carrick.
I was gonna say, is it Carrick related?
I don't know, but I'm taking a wild guess, because again, I don't know much that would scare Dunnan.
Right. Well, we need to sort this out. Wilder, let's go.
I mean, well, no, you kind of know how this is supposed to work, so you probably should go with me. Okay.
Yambagorn, with the other drow, lead you down to the circle of teleportation. They open it, and the other drow starts gesturing over the circle. and kind of makes a confused look. He tries it again. Makes another confused look. He looks back at the two of you and he's like, it's the weirdest thing, but it's like their end is being held open, like it's in constant use.
Maybe he's using it to evacuate the city, as many people as he can. Can you be getting us to Daggerford?
Good idea.
We can try, yeah. Do any of you know the sigil for Daggerford?
No, I'm not for knowing the sigils.
Does it look like a dagger?
He just gives you a blank look.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know any sigils of any places that might be near enough to Waterdeep that we could get there?
On the continent of Faerun, we only know 2.
Okay. What's the other one you're knowing?
This place called Vashta.
Are you meaning Vasa?
Is that what it's called?
Aye. Well, that's a wee bit out of the way. That's like a 3 or 4 month hike to Waterdeep. I don't think that's going to help us out much.
Wait. Vasa.
Aye,
Yeah.
Vasa. Yeah, that's where Callum's from.
Right. So we could go there.
They ship us our beer.
So, Stumblefoot, do we specifically have to go back to Waterdeep?
We could go to Vasa and then see if there's a way for us to get back to Waterdeep from there. Callum's going to be right buggered. He could have gone through the portal from the Yawning Portal to here and then jumped to Vasa. Instead, he's schlepping all the way from Waterdeep home. And it's a walk, man. It's a long way.
Well,
Right.
Callum didn't want to come, so, I mean, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to walk all the way there.
I cannot make Callum's choices for him.
Right. So
I
my
can't
thing
either
is,
unless he was here, then I'd tell him what to do.
My thing's a little important. Not to be rude, but to be rude. And Wilder's going to whisper this to some Stumblefoot. I can't be here. That's why this is happening. Lolth has something to do with why Orbog's here.
Okay, I'm understanding that. So
You're whispering that, Dave?
Yeah.
I'm going to whisper back to him. I understand that, which is why I'm saying, let's go to Vasa and then figure out a way to Waterdeep from there.
Okay.
I need to get back to Waterdeep.
Okay, Dave, I need you to make a stealth check.
Am I supposed to roll something?
Are you intentionally trying to listen in?
I mean, he's paying attention.
But you're not specifically trying to hear him if he's whispering? Then we're going to go with your passive perception.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, you didn't hear it.
I will look at the other drow and say, if you can be getting us to Vasa, I guess that'll do for now. And we'll figure it out from there.
So he starts making markings on it and setting it. And as he finishes the circle of teleportation, a large blue blast of energy shoots off of, like, straight up, like a column, off of the circle of teleportation and slams this guy into the ceiling. And he comes back down. He's kind of bleeding from the ears a little bit.
I will cast Cure Wounds on this poor guy. So I'm going to walk over and check him out and touch him, be like, oh, you all right, lad? And cast Cure Wounds while I'm touching him.
He groans a bit. He looks at you and goes, that shouldn't have happened.
No, I've never seen that happen before.
I've seen it happen. My School of Arcana, the idiot Billy Ray, he was playing with a circle. He didn't know what he was doing. He's trying to kind of, do prank invasions on people's houses. And he was just putting in random sigils. That's like stuff that happens, like, if you put in a sigil that doesn't exist.
So you're telling me that Vasa doesn't exist?
Even as a location, it's like not on this plane.
Wait, what?
Well, Wilder, we've got a problem.
The way that sigils work, it's kind of like coordinates.
Right?
And so it's like putting in coordinates onto this thing, but like I'm putting in coordinates that don't exist. which I don't understand.
Aye, that's a wee strange since Vasa's kind of a vast area, a kingdom, in fact.
Did you destroy the whole continent?
I had nothing to do with it, but you remember
exactly.
Remember what Callum was saying about his ma not existing?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's
that
the
was
reason
you.
for it. No, that was not me.
Okay, guys, me, Spider Legs, this is not good. If I can't leave, I'm not gonna leave, if you catch my drift.
Oh, okay, well, my mom's dead, so...
Okay, I'm sorry. We've discussed this. I'm going to be dead. I don't want to be a spider person.
Well, I mean, your only alternative now is to sweet talk wifey poo into not turn you into a Spider-Man thing.
Oh, right, because talking to her has really helped me so far.
Wilder, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I came here to bring you home, and now the way home is no working. We can try to get back to Waterdeep again later.
Okay.
Orbach's gonna spank him again.
Stop touching me. You touch me again, I swear
I'm
to all of the gods,
help.
I will stab you.
She said you needed to be spanked.
No.
I'm spanking.
Not by you. So can we, not use the portal anymore?
Well, I mean, here's what I'm thinking. If the portal out of Waterdeep is stuck open, then it could be that Darnan is continually using it to try to get people out.
Okay.
Which means we may just have to wait a day or two to go back.
Okay.
We could try later on this evening or this morning. It's evening here now. We could try again in a few hours and see if we can get through.
Okay.
Yombagorn, do we have a leaky ship we could give them?
That sounds wonderful.
Our available ship is what I took to get you in Waterdeep.
And lifted there, of course.
So our ship has sailed.
Yes, that ship has sailed.
Orwag, is Yombagorn telling me that your entire navy consists of one whole ship?
I don't know. I just got here.
No, I said our available ship.
Understood.
They don't need a big ship. It can be small.
I mean, we got a rowboat.
No, I did not want to sail. No.
Okay.
I think
how are you going to get
my
there?
ring off. This is terrible.
Maybe you can walk real fast on the water now with those extra arms.
What I'm saying is we can try the portal again later.
I know.
And if that becomes a dead end, then I guess we should look for a ship out. But haste is of the essence, so, what did you say it was? 3 months? 6 months? How long did it take you to sail to Waterdeep?
Oh, we used the portal before you broke it.
No, when you first showed up in Waterdeep.
When you first showed up, you said you sailed to Waterdeep, right?
Right, yes. I don't know.
How
I
long
slept
did that
a lot.
take you, lad?
I was sleeping a lot and praying a lot, and it was really boring, and I was trying to just,
Are you not aware of the passage of time, Orbog?
I'm aware of it,
Helpful.
but it's not that important.
Yambagorn.
It is important, okay, but here's why I say it's not important. Because, well, I don't know when I'm gonna die. I know none of us know when we're gonna die, but most orcs, die from, 35 to 50. So, I just
Good thing you'll
go
find.
with whatever. Right, and I'm half orc, so I have no idea what's happening, so I just try not to focus on it because it drives me crazy.
Yambagorn, do you happen to know how long it
You
takes
just like saying the name now.
to sail from here to Waterdeep?
It depends on how fast you're going, but I mean, you're looking, 3 to 5 months.
Years. Oh,
I'm afeared that the city may not be there when we get there if we have to
Right.
sail. That's my fear.
Right. You better
is why-
get fast. Roll
I'd
fast.
much rather try to use the portal maybe in a few hours or tomorrow rather than sail. Because at this rate, a day is not going to make a difference if I have to sail.
Well,
Right.
if that's the case, I'm going to excuse myself here. You guys can discuss this. I'm going to go back to my room because I'm a little sensitive about this. And I don't need anybody to, like, I don't know, lose their minds because I've got additional appendages.
It is quite startling.
When we get ready to try again, I'll come get you, Wilder.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Are you doing anything when in your room, Wilder, by chance, or are you just hanging out in there?
Nope, he's just going to sit on the bed.
As you go up in your room, you hear your beloved say to you,
Hello. Oh,
"It sounds like you've gotten yourself in quite a pickle.
Yeah, I mean, unintentionally, because...
What to do?
I just wish you would have said something. That would have been nice.
Oh, but what fun would that have been?
Fun for you, none. Fun for me, lots.
Well, we all know who really matters in this relationship, don't we?
I'm figuring it out, yes.
Oh, good. So, you can't make amends by doing the right thing. So how about we make amends by doing the wrong thing?
I've been doing the wrong thing for, over a week now.
How about you pay me tribute?
I'll have to explain this one.
I hunger. I crave a soul. Something especially pure would be delicious.
Well, I'm out.
Don't you do that.
What do you mean?
Blood donut.
Like, you need me to kill someone for you.
You hear her start kind of sniffing. You have one on you. And it smells delightful.
Wilder checks all of his pockets with all of his hands and finds the pouch that he has Keith's soulstone in. This is kind of it was on my to-do list. This
To
is
give
Keith.
it to me?
No, this is Keith. We were friends briefly, not even a day. And
Then it should. Then if it wasn't for more than a day, then it shouldn't matter if you give it to me. Feed us.
What if I don't?
As you say that, you feel an intense, excruciating pain come from your back. And as you look around to see what it is, you see the side of an abdomen start to extend out from behind you.
I will scream in post.
As you scream in post, your door flies open and you see what can only be described as a deer centaur. Like, you've not seen anything quite like this before. Charge into your room with weapons drawn.
Fontar. Cute.
A fontar?
Cute.
Is that what we're calling it?
That's what Amanda called it in chat.
All right.
It would be more of a doe, but you know, whatever, it's fine.
So a dotar?
Is the king in danger? The king is not in here.
This is this is a very compromising position.
Do you normally scream like this when you're alone?
It tends to be a habit as of late. Who are you?
I'm Emrin. Hi. Who are you?
Wilder Filch, friend of Boggy, the king. Orbog,
Right.
Cowful.
Yes, I'm not familiar with you.
I'm not familiar with you, but this is awkward.
Is it?
It's not awkward for you.
No. Should it be?
Boy, I would hope so.
Are you okay? You were screaming.
Yes, do you not see the spidery things on my body?
Yes.
This is not normal. I'm much more attractive than this normally. Going through a rough patch. No, I don't like this. And I take the soul stone out and I just yell, okay, Loth, what do you want me to do with this?
Break the stone.
Okay, sorry, I know you're not Loth. Loth is my wife. I hear her in my head. I can talk to her. It's complicated.
Do I know who Wolf is?
Make a religion check.
Gonna guess not. We'll find out.
It's a heck of a way to make a first impression.
A solid 12.
You have a cursory idea, much in the way, like if I were to say to you, Buddha. You're not intimately familiar with the faith.
I would say I'm intimately familiar with no god.
Actually, hold on. I take that back because of certain things that have been
I mean, I don't know that I
recently.
know about deities, though, so...
Right, but you have heard
Have I heard?
of that name. You have heard that name as it was said on a recent raid.
I see. Is she here now? Do you see her?
No, I don't see her. She's here. And he points to his head, his temples. She doesn't really live here, but she talks to me here.
Are you with them?
I'm with Orbog. And the people out down in the hallway?
Anyone with Orbog would not be with them.
I don't know who them is, but I'm gonna say no, I'm not with them.
They are with Lolth.
Both. What's going on?
You were about to feed me. That's what's going on.
All right. I can still do that, reluctantly. But what's going on?
The raids. The death.
No, sorry. I was talking to Lolth.
She is here.
I mean, again, she's here in my head, talking.
So you are with them.
No. No. I'm with Orbog. I could prove it. Are there any windows in my room?
Yes, but they are kind of like the smoked glass that you can't really see through. They're just there to let light in.
Okay. Wilder chucks Keith's soulstone through a window.
Okay.
Here, Lolth, fetch!
You throw the stone through the window and it shatters. The window, not the soul stone.
Wilder is going to grab. What is your name again? I have to write this down.
Emran.
Okay.
It's like Cameron, except with an E.
Yes. And no A. And also spelled
And
very
with
differently.
with a PH.
But
on it.
yes,
Right.
indeed.
So Wilder
And
Like-
several apostrophes.
runs by and grabs
French. There's an EAUX at the
grabs Emran.
As soon as Wilder grabs Emran, she will do one of those like twist moves and just drop him.
Okay. How are we going to contest this?
I'd like it to be strength for me, please.
I would say it'd be a dexterity for me, wouldn't it?
Yep, let's go with both those. That makes sense.
Saves.
A save for you.
Mm-hmm.
He was also grabbing me. Is it a save for me? Athletics?
That would be a grapple.
This-
Yeah, we'll go athletics versus
25. Those are both very high saves that we both have here.
Yeah, I got a 23, so
all right, so she won that rock scissors paper. So you go to grab her, she puts you on your back
Yes.
of
Yes.
I will
sorts.
point.
You now have two sets of legs and a little abdomen growing off of you.
Now
So
point my glaive at you. I would ask you not to touch me, please.
I'm sorry. I was gonna take you to Orbog to show you that we're friends. Just the whole thing with Ulf is complicated, and I don't really have time to explain it right now. Let's go find Orbog, please.
You may rise slowly. And I will back up a little bit And you will
About
notice,
canvas,
since
though.
it was not included in the description, that the front half of this fontar is held up by like a wheelchair as well.
Okay. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. Obviously. Let's go find Olbog, please.
You may walk in front.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast with the voices of John Haryu, Catherine Serwinski, Dave Clements, J.S. Earls, Celeste Mora, Josiah Crandall, Eric Campagno, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community.
Special thanks to our
Once
Blade
again,
level
thank you for
patrons over at patreon.com/playinggameswithstrangers. Julie Earls, Aaron Peckham, Amanda Clements, The Cellcast, and Branson Boykin.